Mrs. Smith. Well, we got your roof approved.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yep. So I brought you over some documents I want to go over. This is your adjuster's estimate.
Okay.
You'll notice that's coming up to $28,758.21. This is the Xactimate estimate, the same estimate program your insurance company uses. We retabulated it. Notice this is now $34,509.
Yeah.
That's got the overhead and profit on it, and there's some things that your adjuster missed on his preliminary estimate that relates to building code and manufacturer specs. Don't worry.
Okay.
It's a normal process. We call it the supplementing process. You know, they come out and write an initial estimate. They often don't write overhead and profit in on the front end because they don't know if you're doing all the work. And typically they only pay that if you're actually doing all the trades. We know you are because we wrote this proposal out. So I'm writing this out for $34,509. This is a lump sum contract. Okay?
All right.
This has all the specs that match up with your insurance company, the line item detail they're looking for. But instead of sending this in, we like to send a lump sum contract. So this is your proposal that matches up with what the insurance company should have paid for, which is the $34,509.
Okay.
These are the specs for your roof. You got the other trades on here. I know you picked out that 30-year architectural. We'll get you that upgrade that you're looking for with the autumn brown. And we're ready to get this signed and get that down payment, that insurance down payment.
Well, to be honest, Anthony, I don't know if you can explain that again, but I just don't feel comfortable signing something like this with that price difference.
Yep, what we often do, this is a lump sum contract method. So what we do is we retabulate what the insurance company wrote up.
Okay.
Look, they send out field adjusters. They mess building code issues often, safety issues, overhead and profit issues, et cetera, et cetera.
But what if then, I don't know if my insurance company is going to agree with that price though.
I'll explain it to you.
Okay.
So in the process, it's typically 2 to 3 weeks before we start your job. This is called supplementing.
Okay.
Okay. Customer understands that supplementing is a normal process and will support contractor efforts, my efforts, to get our price approved. You can see here that we produced an Xactimate line item price, what they should have paid for. So you know that that's what they should have paid.
Okay.
I'm going to leave you that information so that when that desk adjuster calls you, you can help support my price.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So let me keep reading you the terms here. If for any reason, so this is where it saves you, if for any reason the insurance company pays a lesser amount, which sometimes happens, the company will reduce the contract price to match the final amount approved by the carrier.
Okay.
So it's a built-in change order to protect you from this contract price. But the truth is, this is what they should have paid. We're not going to shortchange your job by any means, but this is what they should have paid. And we want to make sure that we have the price that they should have paid per their estimating program.
Okay, perfect. So if I obviously support you guys on this, if they don't agree to that, I obviously don't have to pay anything with that liability, that contract, but you guys will be in the middle.
We'll reduce it. Yeah, you have a built-in change order. You absolutely have a built-in. Look, you're in control of all the money. You got your first insurance check here today. It's about half the amount. Once we're done with this job, we're gonna release the depreciation, which is the final amount. At the end of the day, you pay me. You know what I mean? But that built-in clause is going to save you in case it happens. What I want you to do in the meantime is support our price.
Okay.
What's going to happen? Your desk adjuster is probably going to call you. He might even recommend other contractors. I need you to support this because this is what they should have paid on your claim.
Got you.
This is our contract price. Once we sign a contract with a property owner, this is a true building contract. It's a consummated build contract. Money's exchanged hands. We've ordered materials. We're going to order materials tomorrow.
Okay.
So I need you to support that formal build contract and the price we agree to. And for whatever reason, they say 28, we say 34. Let's say we end up agreeing to, 31.
Okay.
Then we'll do a change order. We'll reduce this to 31, and that's all you'll pay out in the end.
Okay.
Make sense?
I see.
Good. Now you understand the process. You understand the supplementing process. We need you to sign here. These are the specs for the roof. You got your colors, all that good stuff, and then that ACV check that came in the mail, we need to collect that as a down payment to get rolling.
Okay. I don't feel quite comfortable signing it for that amount. My biggest, I know that there's a contract and everything. I think the biggest thing is, so if that's the case, like, why didn't my insurance, they protect me? Why are they writing it for that amount and you're asking for that?
It's a normal process. So, the insurance restoration industry, I'll give you a little history, is a $100 billion year industry of property casualty claims.
Wow.
In a nutshell, insurance companies save a lot of money by not paying out what they should on the front end. Because for everyone that's filed a claim like you, there's millions of, well, not say millions, but a lot of people don't actually do the work. And so you can imagine how much money they save by that ACV check. That's called the actual cash value. So if they omit the overhead and profit, if they omit certain safety items, code items, stuff like that, maybe they're in a hurry, processing claims after a storm like this one. There's a lot of new adjusters working.
Okay.
Sometimes it's a mistake. Sometimes it's miscommunication. Sometimes they don't understand code. Sometimes they don't understand safety-related issues. But sometimes they intentionally, sometimes, not all, but sometimes intentionally omit line items because a large percentage, not a large, but a percentage of homeowners don't do the work. So you understand how this works. If you do the work, then we can release the depreciation, the second check. So there's probably some bean counter figuring out if 30 or 40% of the people don't do the work, they never had to cough up that overhead profit or those items to begin with.
Okay.
So by keeping the initial claim low, they find out through the supplementing process that a licensed contractor like us is actually doing the work. Perhaps you didn't hire a licensed general contractor. Perhaps you didn't do X.
Okay.
So why give that money up on the beginning if they don't have to?
So
this is why this is a normal process.
Okay.
Again, sometimes it's by accident. Sometimes it's because people are in a hurry. Sometimes it's because field adjusters aren't trained and they're writing a quick estimate to get some money out. So the supplementing process is normal. We have to send documentation in for safety issues, manufacturer specs, sometimes building codes to get those items approved. In this case, you have a few of those and you have the overhead and profit situation.
Okay.
So it's a normal process. What I'm asking you is to support that because as you can see here, I'm leaving you this information. This is what they should have paid. And it covers your building code issues. They had a waste factor that was wrong in there. They had 10%, 15%. These are all things that we're going to get on the phone with the desk adjuster and handle.
Okay.
But I need
you guys are going to handle
absolutely. All I'm asking you to do is to support that.
Okay.
Here's the knowledge to support that. Here's the contract price that what should have been paid out.
Protects me.
Exactly. And then also on the clause on the back, like I showed you, protects you in case they pay a lower amount, meaning I will reduce our contract price that's built into the legal terms. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. So basically, I mean, I know, some of my, people around here have done work with you and you've definitely followed up with me and everything. So
yeah, we just want to get the right.
Support, I'll absolutely support you guys then. I just didn't understand. I just didn't want to make sure I wasn't going to pay out or anything like that because that's a little nerve-wracking.
You're guaranteed by that clause, you're guaranteed no out-of-pocket costs except your deductible. Still going to pay that, just the same thing.
Yeah.
All we ask is during the supplementing process that you support us as your contractor. You let that desk adjuster knows when they call that we're your contractor.
Okay.
That you're not going to go to anybody else. That you understand how we came to our price. And that you can even explain this Xactimate to them and ask them why they didn't pay out what they should to begin with.
Absolutely, I will. I absolutely will. Okay, I would love to. I'll support you guys for sure. Okay.
Excellent. Okay, so I always like to include the property owner and what we send to the desk adjuster, so I'll CC you in all emails.
Beautiful, okay.
Just so you have this is what I intend to send to him tomorrow.
All right.
I'm also going to send him some legal disclaimers, okay? So that they know that we don't subscribe to Xactimate, meaning we're not going to be induced to use a cost-plus contract. We use a lump sum contract method. And that's also, we just want you to support us in terms of our contract price.
Absolutely.
But I like to include you so you're aware. So I'm going to leave this with you so you know the legal disclaimers that support our lump sum contract pricing method.
Just hard copies.
And I really want you to keep this Xactimate that's redone the correct way. Keep in mind, this isn't my estimating program. That's Xactimate.
And that's the same one they use.
Same one they use. So you can see these are legitimate line items that they miss that relate to building code, safety, and again, an overhead and profit. Okay, so that gives you plenty of evidence in case he calls.
Yeah, should I be prepared for any, is there anything that maybe you want to tell me that I can say to them or?
Well, I'm going to tell you, this is a normal process. It happens on almost every job. Okay. We like to get the property to be involved. And again, support us as your contractor. Let him know that you're not going to go talk to 10 contractors he recommends, that you're sticking to your contractor.
Will do.
Also let him know that you've entered into a formal build contract. You deposit money, we picked out colors, and we've ordered materials. We're already moving. We're shaking and moving.
Okay. Awesome. Sounds good.